Thank you everybody. Thank you. We're ready to start. Now look, the kids of Grindavik have done the town proud by lifting the Icelandic Cup, and in a bid to try and help, continuing to inspire the next generation of the town, the trophy is going to live here at the Grindavik Academy Preschool to make sure that, like I say, the kids are inspired. So whether that be sticking the ball in the back of the net or potty training kids, you can do it.
Strókum áfram Grindavik og ég veit við fagnum gerir dag.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on The Impossible Dream. It is Season 8, Episode 8 today, and after the glorious Gags managed to win the Icelandic Cup last episode, today we begin the Champions League phase away to Jerv of Norway and then away to Midtjylland of Denmark. Realistically, our two best chances to get anything in this year's Champions League proper. So yeah, let's hope that we can turn up and perform today. Now there is a couple of games to catch you up on since last episode, as the league season, which of course we've already won, continues to wind down. The first one of those is against one of the teams we conquered on our way to Icelandic Cup glory. That was Folsna. So let's go see what a more stronger first team could do against them. Cadlick played in Gadini to give us an early lead. Astadi found Mashalek unmarked to make it 2-0. And then played in Cadillac for our third. Before Jonsson made it 4-0 at half-time. Folsna pulled one back. And then got back to 4-2. So a little bit of a tale of two halves. We got to 4-0 at half-time, and then second half somewhat fell asleep, to be honest, but the game was one of those already won at the time and whatnot. But yeah, a good, solid enough win away from home as well, so we'll take it, won't we? So next up, the other team we played, of course, in the final of the Icelandic Cup, it was Fram. We were 1-0 down at half-time, but Gadini played in Svensson to pull us level, before the same two combined to put us ahead. So a little bit of a disastrous first half, to be honest, but second half we responded well. Svensson with a double, Gadini with 2 assists. You can see there we did have a Gadini goal ruled out for offside, I think it was. But ultimately, again, another one of these games. We were at home this time around, but with the League One, these are decent enough results for us. So if we do just quickly check in on the table. And there we go, we've dropped 4 points all year. It's absolutely flying out top. And you'll notice Breedablink with games in hand is out of the bottom two. And like I say, that is a good thing. Folsna going in there is not ideal because they've been a European team in the recent past as well. But I think of the two, I'd definitely rather Breedablink at least stay up and give themselves a chance to progress in sort of to a professional, have a chance to get back into Europe next season. Alright, so this brings us to the start of the Champions League. We are expecting a 4-4-2 from these Norwegians, and this is the team that we are sending out. It's Rafferson in goal, it's Immonen, Mortensen and Parisi as the back four. Mortensen getting a chance to play in this one. Hasn't really been a first choice defender, but we're going to give him a chance today, mainly down to Mosquera just being a little bit tired. Juleson and Alvarado will be the wing-backs. It's Antonio, Mashalek, Bakali in midfield, with Gadini and Kedlik being the two that go up top. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Do we recognise any names in their lineup? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's have a look at what we say to this. I think we're going to take some pressure off here. We seem to play better in Europe when we take the pressure off, so we'll hope that continues into this season. And yeah, let's get out there. And here we go. Now I do have to take just a moment here to say a big thank you to Veriliquent, I think I've pronounced that correctly, who has increased his membership on the channel. So congratulations, I shouldn't say that. That's well done, mate. Yeah, you found the join button. But thank you so much. In all seriousness, as I've said many times, there is no sort of expectation for that sort of support. But if you like the content and you're able to, this is my gig apart from Daddy Daycare. So yeah, there's a link to the Patreon in the description, and obviously there's a join button for the membership as well. But yeah, thank you so much for the continuing support from everybody who does that. And if not, like I say, you're not expected by any means. Just keep watching those ads, which I know is hard work because YouTube ads right now are absolutely shocking. But yeah, just watch the ads if you can take it, and obviously that helps me out as well. But let's get back to the football and see what we can do here. We've certainly looks like we've made a decent start 5 minutes in. We've had a corner and we've got a bit of possession here as well. Mortensen, it's a big step up for him. This is probably the first time, well, it is I think the first time he's played in the middle of this back three. So hopefully he's up for the challenge as we ping the ball around. There's a cracking ball for Juleson getting forward and Cadlock. He's got to do better there, doesn't he? He's got to do better. And, well, it would have been a really nicely worked goal too. Now we've got some defending to do, it looks like. But can Bakali get a foot in? He's put some good pressure on. Juleson and Cadlock combined to win it back. Antonio. Parisi. Oh. And we get it wide there for Immonen. A little bit of space to work in. Mashalek gets it forward for Gadini. Alvarado's making a run. So is Bakali through the middle. They're doing a good job to put pressure on us, but we're playing through it nicely. Alvarado's got options. It's Gadini! No, it's not. It's Bakali! An 11th of the season for our Australian superstar. And we have taken the lead away in Norway. And again, it's a really, really nicely worked goal. Immonen with a beautiful ball for Alvarado. Bakali and Gadini in the middle there. And to be truthful, either of them could have scored it. And that is, to be fair to Gadini, really good not to sort of insist that it be his shot. So yeah, the two of them have worked that out well between themselves, and we've got it. No, I thought we had a chance, but Cadlock with a bit of a heavy touch, and Bakali has done his best to win it back. Midtjylland picks up a loose ball. Gadini again, Bakali through the middle again. Though we go wide to Juleson, ball in, a little bit too close to the goalkeeper on this occasion. Now is that the highlight? Again, it's lumped forward. Oh, there's no one anywhere near him. Don't see the goal like that. Oh, it's comedy of errors. And, well, we would have had to play the Benny Hill track if that had gone in, wouldn't we? That was troubling, I think, but we got away with it. So, let's not do that again, please. Cadlock to Antonio. Bakali. Oh, Antonio just caught in possession, gets nicked away from him. We do have players back, but they've played through it again. We might need to drop this line off because we are looking very, very vulnerable to those balls forward, aren't we? So do we go a low line? I wonder if we do go a low line. We've got a lot of height in there, so maybe after the first time, although it was just a long ball forward, but yeah, Parisi has stepped up and, yeah, not gone with his run-up. And that is a disappointing goal to concede, really, isn't it? Alright, well, it doesn't matter if it was not given offside, and I'm sure they did a VAR check anyway, so it does not matter. Let's encourage them. And here we go again. More defending to do. It's a then decent pressure from Juleson. Can we win it back this time? A shot from range. That's kind of what we want them to do, isn't it? If they're shooting from there and they score, we'll have to hold our hands up and say, you bastard, but chances are, from that distance, I think we'd back Rafferson to stop most things anyway, wouldn't we? So 1-1 at the break, despite what feels like us having dominated the game. We'll keep going with the no pressure and hope that with a lower line that we are just a little bit less vulnerable to that ball over the top. And, yeah, see what we can do. Mortensen over a free kick for Parisi. Antonio, Cadlock through the middle. Oh, could he have gone to Bakali instead of Gadini, but Juleson has it. Back to Parisi. I've got to say, our build-up play is quite promising, isn't it? Gadini gets it wide, just not quite, but Juleson takes advantage of a heavy touch. It's looking for Gadini again. And that final ball is just not quite finding its mark for us. Mortensen is there, can't win the header though. And we're under a little bit of pressure, but it's straight into the arms of Rafferson. And we avoid a disastrous start to the second half. Their two strikers are playing well, but that's about it. I wonder if they've got a deep lying forward, actually. I've just had a bit of a brainwave with a deep lying forward there. If we can shut him down and maybe get Antonio on the ball a little bit more, if we kind of do something that looks a little bit like that. It might give Antonio a little bit of space because he'll be sort of then playing in there. And it might sort of eliminate a little bit of space. Oh, it's going to be a penalty, is it? Hopefully it'll then, with the deep line forward dropping back, Antonio will just kind of take up a bit of that space for him as well. Now, it should be given. It is given. Who takes it? It's Kedlek. He's not always been the most reliable. Missed a good chance in the first half as well. Kedlek, oh, he's put it high. The goalkeeper couldn't keep it out. It's a 19th of the season, and we go back in front. He was only playing a 6-2 before that, you know. He wasn't maybe the best man to take it, but the goalkeeper didn't really know what to do. And the goalkeeper didn't know what to do, and he almost just kicked it straight into his hands. But we got away with it. No bad penalty ends up in the back of the net, does it? Wait, no, that's not true. Bad penalties end up in the back of the net all the time. There's no such thing as a bad penalty that's in the back of the net. And, oh... Was it offside? I think the shot may have been offside, but then again, was he onside when the shot was taken, offside when the ball hit the bar? And that is indeed what has happened. And as quick as we've got in front, it's level again, yeah. And he's not even offside when the ball hits the bar, to be fair. So that's a frustrating one, isn't it? What was the lead there? It was not long, about 3 minutes. We've got another chance, though. Alvarado with the throw. Bacali and Antonio are the men close. He goes to Antonio. Antonio for Bacali. Look at Juleson. Juleson, what's he doing there? He's hit the crossbar. Cadillac. He might be offside. Well, let's hope that Grindavik is back here, but I think he's going to be offside. We'll give it a focus either way. Yeah, he did look offside. So it's difficult to complain too much about that. Look at the space that Juleson had, and he's... Oh, I tell you what. It's one of those annoying armpit calls, isn't it? Come on. We need to get the 3 points here if we can. We've dominated possession. Can we get a late winner? In truth, a draw is probably just about fair, but we've got a corner to defend in stoppage time! Oh, no! And it's going to be a penalty. I don't know who gave the foul away. It was Antonio. Can Rafferson be a hero in stoppage time? Oh, he can! Rafferson! With the stoppage time penalty saved, there's about 5 seconds to play. Is there going to be more late drama in this one? It doesn't look necessarily... Oh, or is there? Mortensen plays it back and it's offside, and that will probably be that. Can we launch one late attack here? It doesn't look like we're particularly bothered about it, does it? And in what was almost certainly our best chance for a win, we've twice been in front, twice been pegged back, and in the end, a penalty save has stopped us losing the thing. But, well, we'll take it, I suppose. So there we go, 16th is where we will start the Champions League group stage, so... That's better than it could be. We're not going to go pointless. So Jerv hold out for the draw. 800 grand, which is nothing to sneeze at, really, is it? But there we go, guys. I will play through and finish the league campaign with 3 games to go there. Then we'll be back to wrap up that, and well, we'll face Midtjylland. Okay, welcome back. The league season has now concluded. I'll catch you up on how it went in a moment here, but we have set a record high of 61 points for the league, so well done to us on that. Gadini has broken the average match rating, so he has broken, it was Omari Hutchinson's record of last, or a couple of seasons ago now. And the other thing that happened is Neil Baltinson won the Golden Boot, 15 goals in 11 appearances, not too shabby. Cadillac, we can see there, was third. He has been in 2 more nightclubs, and we have accepted a bid for Norwich for £10 million for him. So, yeah, he is a little bit of a problem child. Now, let's go and catch you up on these games that were left. There was 3 of them, the first of which was against FH. We took an early lead when Astadi crossed for Thomason. Baltinson made it 2-0, and Ormarkson played in Thomason for our third, before Thomason completed his hat-trick, but FH pulled one back. So we were far too good for them in this one. Thomason with a hat-trick, showing that he can actually play a bit of football out there on the left-hand side for us. But yeah, generally speaking, a very good, very solid performance. Next up, it was Grindavik. Now, we know that they are in a massive, massive fight against relegation. There was a part of me that thought throw the game and let them get the points, but let's see what happened. Thomason crossed for Baltinson to give us the lead. Before the same two sealed the points in stoppage time. So ultimately we were just, again, far too good for them, and they've been relegated. So that is a little bit of a blow, but I kind of figured that if they're not good enough to stay up, they're not going to do much in Europe, are they? So it's best that, it's probably best they do go down. But anyway, Baltinson at the double. Thomason, again, heavily involved. And the final game of the league season was against KR. All marks have picked out Kadlik's run for the only goal. So yeah, there we go. Kadlik's final act in all likelihood as the Grindavik player, and he went out and celebrated that 2 nights in a row. So, I mean, it's 3 times. I mean, how daft have you got to be? Final league table. And we can see it there, two times we've dropped points, 20 wins from 22 games. It's not too bad, is it? But it's KA and it is Grindavik that have gone down. So, yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it now. Vikinga, Poor and IA will be the other teams joining us in Europe next season. So, well done to all of them. But we have a game against Midtjylland. Let's see what we're doing here. We are expecting a sort of bus parked basically with 2 inverted forwards and a striker against us, and this is the team that we are sending out to try and beat them. Parisi had a bit of food poisoning. I was really expecting him to play this one. So we're gonna have to. All right, let's stick Gull out there, and it's a massive blow, to be honest. Parisi is very good, but yeah, if he's not match fit, if he's got food poisoning, he's probably not going to do much, is he? Yeah, anyway, so we've got Rafferson in goal, Immonen, Mosquera and Gull. We might switch these 2 around, though, will be the back 3. Julison and Alvarado will be the wing-backs. It's Antonio Mashalik and Bakali. Gadini and Baltinson will start this one. We do have Kadlik on the bench. That is just mainly down to a lack of options, but you can see there, £10 million from Norwich. If we can get more, we'll take it. If not, we'll take the 10 million and we'll reinvest it in someone who actually wants to be a professional. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Do we recognise anybody? I have a feeling we sold somebody to Midtjylland, but I can't remember that for sure. I might be making that up, which wouldn't surprise me, the things that go through my head sometimes. We will ignore the recent praise. We'll go out there, we'll have some fun. Rafferson looking nervous. He's motivated now. He still is unhappy. But we'll just, hopefully that'll come and go in relatively soon time. I've got to change the marking assignments here. We will make this first call for Viewers Player of the Year nominees as well. Obviously the season's been a little bit interrupted, but yeah, whoever you think has been our best or your favourite player this season, let me know, and we will start to get the poll together to vote on relatively soon. I probably should have called for this a little bit sooner actually, but yeah, that'll happen, so just let me know. But this is possibly our last chance for points in the Champions League. It does get a lot more difficult after this. Barcelona, Lyon, Cadiz, not a big name, but certainly are a Spanish side that's made the Champions League, so that'll be tough. Then, of course, we end with the 2 Manchester teams in Paris Saint-Germain. So it's not going to be easy after this. I really wish one, if not both of these games could have been at home. You know, if you'd given us that draw with these 2 games at home, I'd have taken it just about. But the way that the draw has been with playing these away from home, it's certainly made it more difficult for us. But we've got a draw in the first one. Baltinson's been played in here, and Baltinson! A 32nd goal of the season for him. He is just scoring for fun. And, well, he surely can't be too far away from an Icelandic call-up. He has just been that good. And, yeah, 32 goals, and now he's scoring them in Europe as well. A well taken chance. Let's give them some praise, and let's see if we can indeed look to go on with this now. Midtjylland, I believe, lost their first game because they were 31st in the league table, so they would have had to have lost, I think. Unless there were a lot of draws. There's another ball through, and it is just past him, but it's going to fall for Alvarado! And he's hit the crossbar. So unlucky. almost the most opportunistic of wonder strikes. We've got defending to do now from a free kick. Can we get it done? It is away. Midtjylland. Let's see what he can do. He's got a little bit of space down the line there for Baltinson. Checks back. Oh, he was looking for Bakali. Just couldn't quite find him, could he? And, well, highlight continues. Mosquera to Antonio. Here we go, Bakali. Bakali's in. Bakali finds Baltinson! Oh, what a little bit of play that was from Antonio Bakali. He sucked in defenders. I thought he was going to go himself, but then he just rolled the most perfectly weighted pass through for Baltinson. Look at this, sucking defenders in from everywhere, and Baltinson in front of goal, only the goalkeeper to beat. And he's doubled our lead, 2-0 inside the first half. And can we hold this lead to half-time? We can. So that is all looking very, very nice. Of course, Alvarado hit the crossbar in there as well. We will have to say don't get complacent. But as far as the half of football goes in Europe, certainly at this point, you know, we're not talking qualifiers here. That is very impressive. Baltinson unsure. Not sure what he's unsure about. I'm unsure as well, mate. But let's just hope you put in a decent performance here. Go and get yourself a Champions League hat-trick, mate. Alvarado not having a great game, so let's take him off. Let's get Depe on out there. We probably don't need to attack them just now. We'll go back to positive. We might even give it a demand more. No, that's just frustrated them. But this second half can tick by as fast as it likes, as far as I'm concerned. Let's see if we can go and get a third. Next goal is huge, isn't it? 3-0, job done. We can relax as Juleson intercepts the ball, but possession is back with Midtjylland, and we win it back there again with Gall, who's looked pretty decent considering he's just sort of been cherry-picked in here. Bakali and Gadini. Bakali is in. Can Bakali wrap it up? Of course he can. It's number 12 of the season. Gadini is this complete forward. He's not getting the goals that he once was, which is to be expected. You know, he's playing a different role in the team. He's not the lone striker finishing everything off. But his build-up play and just interacting with his teammates is brilliant. And Bakali, could hardly miss that, could he? 3-0 away from home. And it is a shame we didn't win that game against the Norwegians, because I just wonder, you know, 6 points on the board, does that then give us a chance to go and progress? We'll take Baltinson off. I think he's absolutely destroyed. We'll bring Kedlik on what will almost certainly be a farewell appearance. And let's just cancel this because it's now 3-1. And well, Baltinson's tired anyway, so we will keep going with that change. Ball in, and Immonen maybe just letting the man drift off his back, and Depe maybe not spotting the danger soon enough. Let's give it a focus. We don't need them getting another one here, do we? Because then it is a little bit nervy. But we've just about seen this out, I think. Stoppage time is ticking down, and that is a very, very good Champions League win. Shame we couldn't have got the clean sheet, but a Baltinson double, Bakali with the third, and that is very nicely done indeed. So with that result, we go up to 10th. And as tough as our run is, I mean, other teams they're not going to enjoy playing us, are they? And they're certainly not going to be enjoying coming to Grindavik. But I think all we can do at this point, you know, we'll go out there, we'll attack, we'll give it our best chance, and we just got to hope, you know, if the defence can hold sound at the back, and yeah, you know, we have a goal in us, don't we? We have a goal in us. It's a big loss that Kedlik is more interested in nightclubbing than playing football, but the form Baltinson's in, you never know. So next up, it is at home to Barcelona. It is away to Lyon. Those will be two tough games. You never know. You never know, do you? But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. Take care.